most carefully written scene in the entire film is one I call the Proxy. This is the scene where I go to the place where I pay tribute to a man I didn't know on behalf of a man I had just met. This is the only scene in the entire film that isn't about me, but it is an important reminder that my story isn't unique. Death, grief, and healing is a journey that will visit all of us. This scene was the most carefully written in the entire film. It is the story of the friend that I met in grief groups and the tragedy of his brother. It is one thing when I'm writing about myself. When I'm doing it about myself, I don't care how I'm portrayed. But when it comes to others, I have to show as much respect as possible. I also have to be mindful of this man's children who might see this scene years later. How would they want their dad to be portrayed? Because of all those considerations, I believe this became the best written scene in the entire film. As you may have noticed, I'm very careful with my words in the scene, and this can be most noted when I describe the incident itself. I leave you to figure out what happened when I say, "And as he left the road and into his fate, he would leave behind a wife and children." And that's all you, as a viewer, really need to know. I also refer to the site as a place of sudden ends, which again is all you need to know. This was a scene I was ready to edit out and leave on the cutting room floor. I had contacted the friend I had met through grief groups and told him about the film. I then sent him the scene in question and asked for his approval. I said it is not critical to the story that the scene be in there, but I would like to include it. However, if it is too painful, I will, with all due respect and understanding, I'll leave it out of the film. He would return my message about an hour later and said that he loved the scene, and he hoped that it was part of the film. And I was glad that he saw it as respectful as I hoped it would be. And it was also a way to immortalize the memory of his brother. And that is the scene in the film that I call The Proxy. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the gift of your time.